Good morning. Oh, fuck. It's it is Friday. It's Friday. And you are listening to The Wake and Bake. I'm Buck Stallion. And after I play my favorite song, I'm going to start talking. So be fucking ready.
Gunpowder, gotta barrel it in. Check out all the sparrow might grin. Me black out with Marilyn Monroe. So yo, one show back out on heroin, and then it really ain't all that fair again. Well, the microphone that is narrowing in, and then the bone marrow that is snapping the thin red line through the dead time. And I'ma get mine with a lead rhyme, and then the head crime. So she said fine as I missed her standing there. Pistol cannon, the pistol slamming, and the twisted locket of her hair. And the midnight madness under the moonlight, who did things most wouldn't dare. Prepare for the worst of the world while you lurk in the lows and you scurry through the graveyard. Even the brave heart seems to stay hard under the pressure. Look how they smart. Give me the pay card, make it all better. Go get the letter from Dr. Benway. Off to the Segway, pills for the head play. Pills on strips, is everyone your friend? They shit. Let's say that there's more than diabolical discontent in the night air. Won't we be tripping over all these dreams and then you're falling into every single nightmare. The killer screams from the silver screens and you're knowing that everyone might stare. So right there, they wanna bite rare bloody throats and then try to fight fair. Mapping out a map, we'll put them on the map. Well, style over boogie trap, really quite ample. Don't mean to trample, here comes a sample. Hit him with a stamp, we'll make another mark. And you'll find a little spot in the damp in the dark. For the champion heart is expanding the spark. For the watt while the bark in the box got a shark. I'll be swimming through the other type of water that you don't want. Don't even bother if your best ever won't fall. A little bit of shine, dark as a time. At least by the candlelight, a little bit of wine. Cause my mind tends to move the mental massacre. Tend to listen in, wanna find out what they're asking her. Passing her by, yellow fish in the sea. And they wanna see me die, is what they're wishing of me. Listen to see the glycerin degree as an MC go nitro to truly be free. This year by my little buddy Graham, let's get the money man. No more sitting on the tram, we'll bug out Japan with a golden mic stand. Can we kick it like a can? Yes we can. And we'll make him say Van Damme, stick to the damn plan. Rush him for a board so they know we'll hit him. He's on you, ride to the rhythm. Head nodding, that's just how we're living. Bust a move, make it golden. At the end of the day, you just got what you're holding. He's on you, ride to the rhythm. Head nodding, that's just how we're living. Bust your move and make it golden. At the end of the day, you just got what you're holding.
Oh man, sorry. I was gapping out. I was, I just when I listen to that song, I get it. I don't know. At the end of the day, we don't fight fair. Like, was actually, I've flip-flopped a few times about what I was going to talk about today. Because so many things. I guess one of the things that we could talk about is happiness. How do you attain it? I don't know. You know, it's like a different story for everybody. What some people, sometimes things that you do make other people unhappy. And, it goes down to as simple as, your parents don't like what you do, or your grandparents don't agree with your lifestyle, or your cousins talk shit every time you get together, or or you have family members that can't even kick it because they got beef, just over choices in life. Not unforgivable choices, but, it's just crazy how sometimes we punish ourselves because we think we're taking happiness from somebody else. Like by ignoring those family members. Like, I understand if you got a fucking creepy uncle, you got a, fucking rapist in the family, or a heroin dealer, or, a pedophile, whatever. If you got one of those, fucking, out the motherfucker. That's fine. I don't understand people that, are going to defend their murderous family members. Oh, he's family. I gotta protect him. He's my family. If you're a piece of shit, that's, that's how you should be dealt with. But, as far as, maybe over your lifetime, you've decided that this particular family member, is just a loser. Yeah, if you can't keep it to yourself, if you can't pretend to be cordial, because, you're not, it's not like you're taking away, you take yourself out of the equation because you're throwing a bitch fit. And this can carry over into real friends too, not fucking acquaintances. I'm talking legit people that help you move and help you, well, they don't have to help you at all, actually. Just sometimes a real friend is just somebody that fucking hangs out when they say they're gonna. Follows through. You remove yourself from the equation because you're like, fuck that person. They don't deserve my presence, or they don't deserve my fucking application of knowledge to their life. They know it all, or fucking or whatever. And I don't know, people tend to lean on reasons like they're Capricorn, or they're a Taurus, or they're a Leo, or what's that called? That's the thing, the zodiac. We really don't really hear it that much anymore. It's kind of weird how it flip-flops. I don't. I'm not in like a circle that talks about fantasy shit too often. But I guess, sometimes, in the holidays coming up, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking my own advice this year. I've canceled Thanksgiving for myself. I really, I got some family shit, but at the same time, like, I wish that I could follow my own advice, because I am punishing myself in a way, because I'm not gonna, spend time with the people that I've been caring about for a majority of my life. Because, like, let's face it, like, when you're young, you don't really understand. Like, you go hug Papa, you make sure you give all your aunts a kiss on the cheek when you see them. Sometimes when you leave, too. I don't know. But, like, it becomes, like, just routine. That's just what you do out of respect. But then, like, when, you're not given the opportunity to help somebody out, either because they're gone or they're just being assholes, In my case, that's kind of where I'm at. Nobody likes my potty mouth. Everybody takes offense to everything I fucking say. And, it's my fucking story, I guess. I don't care. My thing is, I know I'm honest. I've been, I'm blunt. And a lot of fucking pussy ears can't handle that. And sometimes, sometimes I'm being taken a lot more aggressively than I'm really being. And that's, I don't know. Like, I'm at peace with that. I'm done making excuses for my personality, I guess. I'm not gonna fucking change. You either fucking understand how I'm talking, like, I've been talking the buyer's language for most of my life. I feel like that. I've been a salesman most of my life, and now I'm just kind of like this. Now I'm just fucking me. Oh, it's 8:15. So now the real show's starting.
Here with an entitled man's account of life and death in the West. As a lounge lizard for the interweb, he writes his colorful and unusual stories. But as a man with a podcast, he lives and becomes a part of the epic and evolving years of the new territories of...
Draw. 30 minutes a day. You can conquer that plastic survey with no problem at all. Review 7 magic words. You have lots of fun with your drawing and control of a piece of paper.
All those drawings you saw,
all those examples of secret cities,
it's just a matter of learning those magic words and controlling it.
7 magic words,
and you know it, right?
For shortening,
surface,
size,
contour,
overlapping, and
density.
Practice
these words with your friends. Teach your friends these words. Send me samples of your work. Draw your own secret cities. Remember, you can do all kinds of interesting things with your imagination. Draw doorways. Rockets going across clouds. You can draw a city inside of a cloud. You can draw a city inside of a bubble underneath the ocean. Here's the address again in case you want to send me some of your drawing.
This episode is sponsored by GreenShopDelivery.com, serving the Central Valley for over 30 years. Call today 20928-438-00928-438-438-000. Gifts and specials. Green Ship is quick and friendly. GreenShopDelivery.com. 20928-438-000. GreenShopDelivery.com. In Modesto.
If you would like to learn magic words and write in for Commander Marcus' Draw Squad book. This book has 250 pages and includes over 300 drawing exercises. In the back of the book, Commander Marcus wrote a children's self-esteem chapter for parents, a special chapter for teachers entitled Creativity in the Classroom. To order your book, check the money orders to $14 to Draw Squad book, P.O. Box 361, California, 92049.
Alright, so, today, let's talk about happiness. What makes you happy? Drawing used to make me hella happy. I know a lot of people, they focus on drawing. They write their name a lot of different ways, funky letters. They write their name in designing, it doesn't even look like their fucking name. It's just squares and triangles, and that's cool, man. I mean, for me, I've always been like a utilitarian, I guess, and so it's hard for me to do stuff that doesn't have like a function or a purpose, in my opinion. And so, like one of the things that has happened over the years is, I like this picture of me. I saw this pic. This is like, I was like one of my first album covers because I was doing stuff. I was doing video production on, VHS stuff. I was sharing those tapes with my friends. I was doing people's, I did insurance videos, went around and filmed inside, personal museums to log all of items during a divorce. I filmed, some designers come off of a plane. I don't know, I did a lot of different production stuff. And I also DJ'd, parties. I had DJ'd, a couple, my freshman year, I did some, senior graduation parties. And pretty much all through high school, I was doing people's senior graduation parties or 8th grade graduation parties for their little sisters. And that's okay. But anyway, so I had a couple of mixes that I had done. One of the things I was doing, I didn't really do many mixes. I would I was a pause mixer. I could clip stuff together so that the beat was fairly matched. Or I'd do breaks. I'd find funny movie breaks. My cousin made a whole tape for me of funny lines from the movie Airplane. And shout out Lazy Brain, DJ Lazy Brain. That's my producer, one of my first producers. Or he was he was an executive producer. But he would find me cool samples, and then I'd go and I'd get mixes and I'd fucking mix them up. So you just had cool shit to listen to. And then my friends started, stealing tapes. And so anyway, so this album cover, I like this picture of me. I was doing my Polaroid thing, and I don't know. I was doing something because I was taking pictures of myself. But I was taking selfies before, I'm pretty sure I had to develop the film, but it could have been a Polaroid. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was developed. Because that was like the only way you could have had a timer on a camera back then. But anyway, so I took this picture that was developed onto developing paper. Whatever, it was a picture. And I've cut it so that it would fit into the cassette. And then I used whiteout. And even though I hated Vanilla Ice at the time, I still wanted to, like, feed off of that thing he was doing. And so I fucking was DJ Just Ice. And that was I don't know if that was before or after I had done Holly Doty's birthday at her dad's restaurant with Vanilla Nice and Chocolate Twice. I think I was MC Just Ice. That might have been DJ Just Ice. I mean, I brought a record. I had the Ice Ice Baby instrumental on vinyl. And I had to bring a record player, and they hired me some dancers. And that made them happy. And that made me happy to make them happy. And I still have pictures of me just going all out, making somebody happy. And that wasn't the only time I've ever done that for somebody. But I get the feeling that there's not enough people out there doing that for people. Just being fun. Being happy. You know, shout out to all the Taco Bell employees out there. But like, dude, there's better things for you to do. I'm pretty sure not all of you are dummies that can only sprinkle pre-shredded cheese on stuff and heat up beans with boiling water. I'm pretty sure that there's other opportunities out there where you could utilize, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you just like chewing the cud, mooching, making, you know, whatever, getting like no hours. Oh, man. So, I don't know. Other things that make people happy, I guess, you know, are foods. I met this lady. I'm going to see if I can get a Buck Stallion Pickle Emporium going. This lady pickles everything. It's amazing. Her pickling is delicious. And yeah, so I met her at the Halloween party at Hackett Gardens. You know, that made me happy. I'm going to sing that right now. Go ahead and sing along if you know it. It goes, don't sit behind the tree at Hackett Garden. Don't sit behind the tree at Hackett Garden. It's Hackett Garden. Hackett Garden. Hackett Garden. Whew. Whew. Man. Didn't see stars even though. So that's tight. Things are good. Feeling good. So, I mean, let's think about the holidays, you know, as a happy time. You don't have to give people what they want. You don't. You don't have to give people what they want. You can just... Oh, really?
In 2 miles, take the interchange on the left.
Okay. Like, if you're in a white Lexus with mother of pearl coating and you have gold emblems, like it's 1990 on everything, and you just like cutting off, you know, trucks and people like a motherfucker, you know, so then maybe you're a motherfucker, you know, maybe you don't need to be such an asshole and, you know, drive like a nice person. But, you know, there is that fucking fact that you bought your Lexus, and, you know, I don't know if you know about Lexuses, but they're very, I almost said vintage. they're that too. But, you know, it's kind of like Oakleys of the car world. And, you know, where, like, Oakleys, they used to be, like, very, like, rare, and you had to get them custom made, and everybody was like, these are my custom Oakleys, you know, and it's like the same thing with Lexus. Like, you can't, they don't just have, like, a bunch of Lexuses. Now they probably do. I don't know. I haven't seen a Lexus dealership in so long, but they would only have, like, a few models.
In half a mile, take the interchange on the left.
Okay. And they didn't, you know, they didn't, you had to order what you wanted, and they only had certain combinations, and, you know, like, oh god, it was so limited.
Take the interchange on the left.
Thank you. I recently updated my Navi to an Australian, because she doesn't say the names of the fucking roads all fucked up. Apparently, if you are Australian or need the Australian accent, to function with a navigational system, maybe it just makes you more comfortable. I don't know. But yeah, they don't say the roads. They just say things like interchange and I don't know. I tried to have it on the UK lady for a while, and she kept calling it British words like the slip. Like, interchange is a pretty, that makes sense. But like the slip road, I think was what it was. And that does not make me happy. You know, a lot of people sometimes judge you by how you carry yourself. Like, you know, my mom, everybody loves my mom. My mom is like cheerleader, outcast, only child.
In half a mile, keep right at the fork.
You know, only child. I mean, she wasn't an only child for real. She had, like, adopted, you know, brothers, a brother and sisters, but...
Keep right at the fork.
At the fork! It's a fork. Come on. You're already over here, dude. You don't need to get over here. You already pulled over. You don't need to pull over any further. So, I hate people, pretty much. I mean, I'm not like I try really hard not to. I want to have nice relationships with people, and I want to, do nice things for people. But one of the things that I've noticed is that in the pursuit of happiness, for other people's pursuits, extend what I'm willing to divvy up sometimes, and the holidays is a good time to fucking take advantage of a free comedian. The holidays is a good time to try to get some donation performances, and I don't do freestyles anymore. You know what I mean? I do pay styles. Whoa, truck. Okay, buddy. Wow. This truck says it's Rig Logistics Incorporated. Okay, and it's a Hyundai, so it's made in Korea, Thermotech. But this truck company is Rig Logistics Incorporated, and it says it's customer driven, smart solution, and it just hella veered into the fast lane. So clearly, it is customer driven. I'm in the pursuit of happiness, and I know customer driven shit ain't always what the goal to say. Where to go, motherfucker, where to gold? Where to gold, I'll find the gold. God, I was watching, if you have never seen Clownvis, CLOWNVIS, Google it and enjoy. But, don't come at me with this, and don't come at Clownvis either, with this attitude of, fucking hater shit, because the guy is a genius. I really fucking, the thing is he's got it down to the point where I'm pretty sure that's just him now. I'm pretty sure he does,
In 2 miles, take the exit on the right.
His outfits are so good. His original songs are hilarious. Even the parodies, he does some reworded songs. I would say, pairing him up with Max Sabbath was a really good idea. I think that was their Halloween show. I promoted it. I mean, they didn't ask me to. They didn't pay me or anything. But I promoted it. I remember sharing it so that people would go, because I couldn't be there myself. But it was something that I really wanted to go to. And if you don't know Clownvis, you're really missing out. That's all I can really say. Wow. Somebody just threw...
Turn left.
An air filter on the side of the road. Like a big old weed-growing filtration filter. It's like a fucking one of those 4-footers. They just threw that shit right on the side of the road. I don't know what to say. Go look up Clownvis. laugh. I'll be right back after these messages, brought to you by my best friend Johnny Chimpo.
A smoke alarm can save your life, if it's silent. Over 60% of fire fatalities and countless injuries happen when smoke alarms are installed but fail to work. Sometimes when Buck Stallion smokes, he sets them off and stuff. That sucks. But he always makes sure if he takes the batteries out to Chong, he puts them back in when he's done. Remember, only working smoke alarms save lives. So sound the alarm to your family and friends. A silent smoke alarm may be the last thing they never hear. Brought to you by Buck Stallion's Holistic Emporium and GreenShopDelivery.com. Every year, thousands of acres of trees are destroyed by fire. Add to this the enormous costs of fighting forest fires, and you can see why forest fires are a national tragedy. Please, use fire safely, wisely, responsibly, or just switch to vape pens and edibles. They're ultimately healthier than the carcinogens you inhale. Buck Stallion eats edibles daily, but he also bong loads it up. Brought to you as a public service announcement from Buck Stallion's Holistic Emporium, GreenShopDelivery.com, and the Hillside Angler Fly Creations of Judson McGrew, in respect to the National Forestry and Wildlife Association. And Cooter doesn't even smoke. Here with an entitled man's account of life and death in the West. As a lounge lizard for the interweb, he writes his colorful and unusual stories. But as a man with a podcast, he lives and becomes a part of the epic and evolving years in the new territories of...
So, hey, yeah. Those were some songs by Jester Pez. He's going to be the executive producer on my solo album, I've decided. Because I can't rely on anybody else that I've done projects for. On some people, we're going on a decade of studio time owing. I mean, I'm not, trying to be a dickhead about it, but you ignore a lot of my calls. You know who you are. You're going to be eating a wild berry. It's from a little company at the Dollar General called Cloverland, I think. They have on this wild berry, it's purple with turquoise blue. I'm drinking. It says it's high protein. High protein True Moo milk. Low fat milk with cocoa. It's got 1% cocoa. Oh, because it's cookies and cream flavor. I get it. Okay. That's some fat boy food right there. But it says high protein, like, all over it. Let's look at some regular vitamin D milk here. Okay. This says... Oh, this has 2 servings in it? How many servings is this? 1. Okay. So, it does have more protein in it. It's got 25 grams of protein. It says, our farmers pledge no artificial growth hormones, no high fructose corn syrup, and no artificial sweeteners. So it's just got real sugar in there. Salt. What's vitamin A palmitate? That doesn't sound natural. And then they say that it's liquid sugar, which is sugar and water. Liquid sugar. Now, what it says, though, it cracks me up. It says all this GMO shit, no GMO shit. But then it says, with a little asterisk, which for some of you that don't know, that's the star. The star. Where it says, like, our farmers pledge no, all upper caps, no artificial growth hormones, with a little star next to it. So then you go down to the bottom and you look for the star. Oh, there's the note with the star. And then the star says, no significant difference has been shown in milk where cows treated with artificial growth hormones, RBST, and non-RSBT treated cows. So basically they're like, they promise they're not doing it, but you can't figure it out. You can't tell. So fucking quit bitching. Does that make you happy? Does that bring you happiness to know that the farmers are pledging that? I don't know. But holy shit. So, like, I'm sitting out in front of a pharmacy right now. There's no advertising anywhere. Not in the window. Windows are all white. It says that there's an ATM in here. It says there's a pharmacy. It says do not loiter, and the police will take notice. And then in the doorway, there's this huge Flonase ad that's been up there for so long, it's like all the print on it has turned bright blue. And you know, Flonase, their ads are green. So I'm gonna guess either they picked the wrong company to print those with, their decals with, or those have been there for so long that the sun has bleached them out to where it's turquoise. The whole poster is just done in turquoise and white. It's like the printer ran out of ink. Whoa. A chick just walked in, looked just like me, but without a beard. That's fucked up. Well, anyways, I hope that you have a great day. I hope that you find happiness. I hope that if you're unhappy today, that you can figure out a way to give yourself just a little bit of happiness. You know, maybe go take yourself out, treat yourself, get a new bra. You know, treat yourself, go out and get a new pair of shoes. It's the middle of the month, you can splurge a little on yourself. Go get one of those fucking Save Mart turkeys and just eat that shit to your face. You know? And then what you don't eat, just waste it. And just throw it on the ground. And step on it. But don't stick yourself in the foot with the turkey bone or the chicken bone, okay? That's where I gotta call it.
When I say whoa!